found out last night that my wife, my partner of 15 years, has been cheating on me with a coworker I used to work with as well, since December. Since about December, November, we've been having problems. And I told her from day one, because she's done this before, except it wasn't actually sex, it was just talking. But we're married with children. But I said, we're having issues, we're not doing good, and you're staying out late after work. She works nights, and she would always get home around 11:30, started getting home about 2, 3 o'clock. And I knew something was going on. And I told her, you're going to find somebody that's going to tell you what you want to hear while we're having problems. And you're going to go to that person and you're going to make a mistake. I didn't think it would be her admitting that he's been in his bed over a dozen times, naked. My wife. Oh, God. I haven't even cried yet. I don't know how to feel. My wife. That's mine. That's mine. It is. She has no remorse. All she can say is, now that I'm abusive. You get caught cheating. Now I'm abusive. We're gonna go to court and she's gonna try and prove that I'm abusive because I've thrown furniture and we've yelled at each other and we've grabbed each other. Yeah, we've been physical, but since December, it's June 5th. Last month, she asked if I could help him get a job where I work because he was tired of being a line cook at Chili's, a real winner. The audacity. My wife. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm making a video. I just want some support, please. I need some men standing up for men, because I never would have ever thought she was capable. I talked her up the entire time I was with her. I said, there's no way she would ever cheat. If she ever cheats, any woman is capable, because we have something special.
So let me say this, man. Brother, my heart goes out to this guy. I did a video where a guy was breaking down probably about 2 weeks ago, early this month, where he was married for 10 years and his wife walked out and told him to get out. A lot of men is going through some issues in their marriages. If you want to support this guy, before I give my commentary, click on the link in the description box and then go to his channel, and you can contact him that way if you want to support him. He also have another video on there right after this one where I won't show it, where he stated that if anybody went through a situation like this but decided to stay with their wife, how can somebody talk him through to stay with his wife? He's trying to stay with his family, which I applaud him, staying with his family, but at the same time, it's just going to make things worse. I believe once a person ever cheats on you, they will continue to cheat on you. It's like when a dog bites, more like that dog would bite again. I understand sometimes dogs make mistakes and people are like, well, I made a mistake cheating. I don't think cheating is a mistake. I think cheating is on purpose when you do that, man or woman, especially a woman. And the reason I say that because women are emotional. Usually when a woman step out on you, there's emotional connection there that has been building up for a minute. I understand some women can just lay down with any man, but a lot of women who's pretty much married, before they step out, they done built a connection, emotional connection with another guy. Now you can see my man, I think what happened, she lost respect for him. You know what I mean? He already said that she admitted that this man been in his bed or she been in his bed. I couldn't really understand that over a dozen times. And so then she had no remorse about cheating. He said that she done this before, and he didn't set the tone or correct her. Or, and ladies, if your husband doing, I'm just speaking from a man to a woman in this particular video, but if it's vice versa, you just reverse everything I'm saying. But I think he should have set the tone in his house. I think a lot of men don't leave their home. They think being a good man is allowing their woman, their wife, to just have free reign. I'm not an over controlling guy, but at the same time, I do lead my household, and there's boundaries. I love my wife, and I'm gonna respect my wife, and my wife is the co-pilot of this plane here. But at the same time, there are boundaries that I'm not going to accept, and vice versa. It's stuff that she's not going to accept. Like he was saying that she's done this before. She used to get home around 11:30, then all of a sudden she's getting home around 2 or 3 o'clock. See, those are things that I'm not dealing with. I'm not tolerating. You know what I mean? We're going to sit down and talk the first time you did that. You know what I mean? And it's probably going to be over after that. You know what I mean? And then he said that when she did it before, it wasn't sex. How do you know that? In my mind, if you've done that before, it probably was sex. You just didn't have no proof, so she didn't have to admit it to you. A lot of guys want to stay with their family. I can respect that. And a lot of women want to stay with their husband. I can respect marriage because I'm a pro-marriage type person. Like I said in the previous video, for better or for worse, sickness or health, rich or poor, I believe in the unity and sanctity of marriage, but only when it's connected to that third chord of the Most High. So in this particular case, that cord was broken. That trust has been broken. There's no way I could stay in this right here. And now he said that he was throwing stuff, and rightfully so. You're angry. You know what I mean? In this particular case, I'd have been angry. He's throwing stuff. Now, I don't know if I'd got to the point where we put hands on each other. That just ain't my style. You know what I mean? I'm going to get the hell on because I ain't trying to get, you going to leave because I'm not going to leave my house. You going to have to leave if you violate it. You need your stuff to be sitting out on the front lawn. That's just how I operate. But if I messed up, I'm sure my wife will pay my shit sitting out on the front lawn. Let me say that. You know what I mean? But in this particular case here, man, men are going through they going through some stuff. Not saying women don't go through it either. I can't speak from a woman, but from a man, when that woman cheat on you or step outside of your relationship or marriage, especially when you've been there when y'all been in a long-term marriage or relationship, man, that shit cut deep. That cut that man deep, because men tend to grow, they love grow deeper as time goes. If you know what I'm saying. Like I tell my wife, I love her more today than I did when we got married, because now time is on our side. She has been in the trenches with me when we didn't have anything. She had been when we first got married, when we was broke as all get out and the water got cut off, and I had to go out there and turn the water on because we had the baby. I had to do it. I had to do it as a man because my wife looking at me, baby, what we gonna do? So she been through the trenches with me. Now I haven't. Now that was that was a long time ago. But so now that time has my love and grew now, and my wife step out, oh man, I probably lose my damn mind because we've been together so long. But I'm telling you, ladies but I have heard women, they love early up front, but they'll fall out of love with your ass quick. Men, we don't love as hard up front, but over time, that's when that love just grows deep, like some deep roots. That's why most men snap when that relationship in 20, 25, 30 years. Even in this case, 15 years. You start throwing stuff, you get super emotional, super upset. So this young man, I ain't gonna say young man because I don't know how old he is, but this man here has kids. I understand you want to stay. But when another man has been in your bed, or your wife done been in another man's bed multiple times, in this particular case, 12 times, brother, it's time to probably let that go. because it's something that she liked and you ain't delivering. I don't know if it's sexual. I don't know if it's mental. I don't know if it's just the touch, the protection. I don't know what this young man, other man providing for your wife. But when you talking about 10 or more times, she's doing something that you're not doing. And maybe she just feels safe with him. I don't know. Unfortunately, this is a sad situation. And I would tell him, she already cheated one time. Now she done cheated. This time he can prove that it was sex. She even admitted. And it was, she had no remorse. Brother, it ain't gonna get no better. You finna constantly get cheated on because now she know you a simp. She know you weak. She know she can do whatever and you gonna take her back because you ain't fed up yet. And I understand love. Love is a powerful thing, bro. When you love somebody, man, it makes you do dumb stuff. It does. But also love can take you over the edge where you snap. And so you have to really be careful. Like that movie back in the day with Martin Lawrence and Lynn Whitfield. It's a thin line between love and hate. You can love that person this minute and hate that person guts the next minute and snap. So you really have to be careful, and especially, man, I'm a big believer. If you don't want that person no more, before you disrespect that person or before you violate that person's trust, just leave, man. Leave. Be like, hey, this ain't working. I know it gonna hurt, but leave. Because playing with people's emotions, man, you don't know what they're going through in their head. You think you know, but you don't know what people truly is dealing with on a daily basis. Just because you wake up and no, they soft, they ain't gonna do it. I can talk to them any kind of way I want. I could do this. Yeah, don't worry about it. I can come in at 2 or 3 o'clock. Donnie ain't gonna do nothing. Brian ain't gonna. Thomas, he just gonna just ask. As long as I was safe out there, I can even come in with it smelling like a man cologne, or I can come in and smell a shortcake. Karen ain't gonna say nothing because she know I run the house. You know, people would disrespect you when they feel there's no fight there, or you ain't gonna question their motives. So anytime things is off in your marriage, especially when y'all spiritually connected, it's that soul ties that spiritually connected, you'll know when things are wrong. Your spirit gonna start firing off, and you'll know. So, and now you need to question that person, or if you don't want to question them, start looking. Hey, when you see, you will find out. You have to be careful when you're looking for stuff, but question certain things. So let's watch this video one more time, and we'll go from there, man. And I feel bad for my man, but man, I tell him I couldn't stay after that. 12 times of having sexual relationship with another man. I couldn't say after one, because we're ego driven. Men are ego driven. And next thing you know, it's gonna be in our head that you done been with that another man. I don't care if we got kids or not. Let's watch it one more time.
I found out last night that my wife, my partner of 15 years, has been cheating on me with a coworker I used to work with as well, since December. Since about December, November, we've been having problems. And I told her from day one, because she's done this before, except it wasn't actually sex, it was just talking. But we're married with children. But I said, we're having issues, we're not doing good, and you're staying out late after work. She works nights, and she would always get home around 11:30, started getting home about 2, 3 o'clock. And I knew something was going on. And I told her, you're going to find somebody that's going to tell you what you want to hear while we're having problems. And you're going to go to that person and you're going to make a mistake. I didn't think it would be her admitting that he's been in his bed over a dozen times naked. My wife. Oh God. I haven't even cried yet. I don't know how to feel. My wife. That's mine. That's mine. She has no remorse. All she can say is now that I'm abusive. You get caught cheating. Now I'm abusive. We're gonna go to court and she's gonna try and prove that I'm abusive because I've thrown furniture and we've yelled at each other and we've grabbed each other. Yeah, we've been physical, but since December, it's June 5th. Last month, she asked if I could help him get a job where I work because he was tired of being a line cook at Chili's, a real winner. The audacity. My wife. Oh, God. I don't know why I'm making a video. I just want some support, please. I need some men standing up for men, because I never would have ever thought she was capable. I talked her up the entire time I was with her. I said, there's no way she would ever cheat. If she ever cheats, any woman is capable, because we have something special.